Do you want to know how to structure your practice session on the piano and what to work? Let's talk about that. Hello, I'm Frank and I'm here to help you to become a successful musician. In this video, I want to talk about how to structure your practice session and what you should work. So, of course, as I say quite often, it depends on your goals. So, first thing to do is to set your goals, because it will change what you practice and maybe how long you practice for. So, let's take just an example. You are a beginner. So, your practice time should be roughly about 30 minutes, more if you can. So what should you do in these 30 minutes on the piano? So there are different possibilities, and you can find online on other YouTube channels different kind of advice. My personal advice would be to have 5 parts. The first part is, before even touching your piano, is to do some kind of mental preparation. So set your goal, think about your goal, say, okay, today in this session I want to improve this thing or to work on that thing. So prepare yourself about that, start to relax, okay, prepare and mentally see yourself already playing and doing what you want to do with success. Even if it's not the case, but I know if you want to play a song just in your head, take a few seconds just to see yourself playing that song and hearing the beautiful music that you will produce. The second thing I recommend you to introduce in your practice session is to do some warm-up. So it's varying, but let's say at least 5 minutes of warm-up. You can warm up with different exercises, and I will do a video about that soon, but there are already many things you can find online. The third part of your practice session would be and should be the technique. So you may want to work different type of techniques, but what I strongly suggest you is at least to practice your scales. And if you don't know how to do that, I will do a few videos, and I already did one. I will put a link here. And also, I would recommend to play chords. It's quite useful for you as a musician. But scales, really, don't miss scales, please. So for the technical part, at least, do scales and maybe chords as well. The fourth part would be to practice to learn a song and to play it, okay? And repeat the difficult parts. And well, I already made also a video how to learn a new song. I will put a link there. And the last part, the fifth part, is to do some kind of improvisation, to play freely, at least for a few minutes. This will improve your musicality and also get some confidence on the piano, because you will feel with time, okay, maybe not at the very beginning, but you will feel that you are able to play and do something on the piano even without particular song and without any structure. You will little by little be able to do some improvisation, and I think you will enjoy that. If you haven't tried yet, try that. So that's the 5 different parts I would recommend you to put in your practice session, every practice session. Now, about the timing, yeah, it's very variable, it depends on your goals, but let's say for a 30 minutes session, so it will be maybe 1 or 2 minutes of mental preparation. It's quite short, but even 30 seconds would be nice. So it doesn't count, it's before the session. So maybe 5 minutes of warm-up. Then I would do 10 minutes of technique, scales, chords, maybe some drills or something else. 10 minutes of practicing learning a song. So we are 25 minutes. And so then 5 minutes of improvisation, of free playing. This is for a session of 30 minutes. Of course, if you do a 1 hour session, which is even better, well, you can just double this time. Maybe not do warm-ups for 10 minutes, but 5 minutes of warm-up probably will be enough, I would say. But then you can do 20 minutes of technique. Technique is really, it should be a good part of your session because it's your basic skill. Okay, if you don't have a good technique, you won't be able to play the songs you want, or even to improvise and to express what you want on the piano. So it's very important. Yeah. So depending on the time you spend on the piano, you can change, of course, the timing. You can do also multiple sessions in a day if it's the way you want to work. But then you will have to at least introduce the mental preparation part and the warm-up part each time. Because, yeah, your hands and your finger will get cold if you wait 2 hours. So you will have to warm up again. It can be just a few minutes, and depending on your level, of course. But I would say 5 minutes again is good. And also warm-ups are good. I mean, it's also a physical exercise, so it will help for anything you play. And so yeah, that's it. I think, yeah, the way to practice, to organize your practice session, yeah, that would be what I would suggest. So I hope this is helpful for you, and don't hesitate if you have questions, and if you want to share your own practice schedule, your own sessions, it would be very interesting to compare and to discuss and to have your own experience if you have tried different types of organization. So please share that in the comments, and we can start to discuss and share about that. There is many things to discuss about that, so that would be great. For now, I will leave you, and I will meet you in the next video.